This is the Bill Squire Show.
How's it going, AJ?
I'm good, Bill.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Bill Squire Show. I'm your host, Bill Squire. And that is a bit that I don't like.
Yeah, I'm like, you're still doing that,
I'm still doing it.
We're still rolling with that.
I'm still rolling with that one.
All right.
I mean, is there a cool way to say Bill Squire? Bill Squire.
Bill.
Yeah. Bill Squire. But
Bill Squire. What if you just whispered it?
Just whispered it. I've done that on an episode. Thanks for listening.
I'm Bill Squire.
I'm Bill Squire.
That's who I am. I'm Bill.
This is not... all right. Well, welcome to this episode of the Bill Squire Show. And I'm here with AJ DeCosimo. He's back again.
And he's Bill Squire.
And I'm Bill Squire.
Yeah. I'm here again.
And you're here again. And we got people watching. At least one person. I think it's just me.
Bill Squire.
Bill Squire. So that's depressing right off the bat. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You got to build it up, right? You got to build it up and you got to get things going. So
You got to start
from the bottom and stay
and
there.
then you got to build up from there.
I feel like all I'm doing is building foundations next to other foundations rather than building on it.
Yeah.
Right? That's all the foundation is the most important thing.
It is the most
Not there's a
important thing.
building, though.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about a foundation that doesn't have anything on top of it.
Right, that's true. It's like I can't...
It's a total waste. It's who cares?
I
Who
can't
cares about
shower in a foundation.
that? Right.
Yeah.
You can't do anything in a foundation.
No.
Like you can just be like, well, the foundation's done. That was
That's right.
Yeah, they say that's the most important part.
This,
But not if
right.
you don't build anything on top of it. Oh, okay.
right.
Well, that seems like you're leaving a lot out then.
Stupid foundations.
Stupid fucking foundations. So we're here. We're just gonna get into it today. Homeless people. I like them. Do you like homeless people?
I encountered a couple today.
Oh, yeah?
I'm getting off of the highway. He was nice. He asked me for a ride.
Yeah.
I didn't give him one,
Good.
but I like him.
You like him?
I'm wishing him the best.
That's why I don't give homeless people money, because I do like them.
Right.
Because what if the dollar that I give them is the one that turns their life around? They're not homeless anymore, and they're no longer dependent on me to,
Right.
Like I need them to be beneath me so I feel better about myself. Once they're on
okay.
the same level as me, then I don't care about you anymore. Then you're just a person. But a homeless person, I feel like, oh, hey, I see you there. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not even going to really interact with you. But I like you. I just want you to know that I like you.
That's a take on homelessness.
It is indeed a take.
That is one way to look at it.
And like AJ said, it's the right take.
It's
the
a
only take. Any other
It's a
take is just you're not doing them
It's
any
a take.
favors.
I give cigarettes. Give cigarettes. All homeless people smoke.
Maybe that's the correlation. You're probably going to be homeless one day.
Maybe. I mean, it's so weird. You will never encounter a homeless person that doesn't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't think I ever have.
That or at least if you offered them a cigarette,
Yeah.
they'll always take it.
Can you move this over a little bit more like that? So when you're looking at me, it's going more directly in there.
Thank you.
And I just want you to know how to broadcast better.
All right, thank you.
You could definitely be homeless someday.
Yeah,
I feel like I could too.
I could. I'll just find some foundation to live somewhere.
Oh no, I'm going fucking street sleeper.
Oh, you're gonna be a street sleeper?
Yeah, I want to go. I want to. If I'm gonna go homeless, I'm gonna go all the way homeless.
Right.
I mean,
I feel like really all you need is not a home to be homeless. Like going all the way
think
homeless.
That, but then you also have to alienate all your friends and family so that they won't let you stay with them.
Okay, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
You have to hit rock.
Did you ever hear? This is kind of on topic, a little off. But did you ever see the video of that famous porn actor that became she was on top of the world, and then she became homeless and she's living in underground LA tunnels?
Oh no!
Oh my god, dude,
That's
it's
terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
She was on top of the world, and less than a year later, I mean, I think anybody who has watched porn and masturbated
Has seen her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
yeah. For
Was
sure.
she was it Janine, the one that was in like the Blink 182?
No,
Because I know she fell in some hard times too.
no. She's like
Sometimes the people in that business don't have a plan for after the business,
Right.
And they're also not very stable.
right in general.
Yeah.
But then there are people who like break the mold. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that like like transcend the world of pornography.
Right, like the one guy, Ron Jeremy.
Right.
He's a rapist.
Yes.
Like his job was to have consensual sex with people.
I know.
And he said, not my style.
That's right.
I would like to do something a little more
He's just like-
artistic.
He's like, I'm gonna break the mold.
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna break the mold and be a piece of human trash.
Yeah, is he in prison?
I believe he is. I believe he is in
He
prison.
looks like Grimace. I always thought he looked like Grimace.
I always wondered what Grimace looked like when he's fucking.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he looks like older Ron Jeremy when
Yeah.
he does that.
Oh, good for Grimace. Grimace is no rapist though.
No,
Don't be slandering Grimace's name.
no.
Grimace is he's a good boy.
He's a delightful
Honestly,
young man.
I think Grimace probably doesn't have a gender. I think he's genderless.
He's a potato
But I am
head.
also calling he, so I guess he's a boy.
Yeah, I guess
So
so.
there you go.
We could find out.
We could if we wanted
Quick
to.
little Google search.
I prefer. Why do you have to scratch it? Why can't you just chew on it like you were? You always decide to do a loud thing. I think Grimace is a boy, and I think
I
it's
would
okay
think
for
so.
things to have genders, and that's why actually brings us to the Mr. Potato Head thing, which is now just Potato Head.
just
So there's
Potato
Potato Head with boy parts and Potato Head with girl parts, and it's important to remember that if you had both Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head, the only thing that was there constantly were the arms.
Well, and that little dump part where you could shove all their body parts.
Oh yeah,
up their
yeah.
butt.
They had the bucket. I
Yeah, the
believe they
little
call it.
bucket. Is that what it was called? The bucket.
Because I think there's a Mr. Potato Head commercial that uses the phrase bucket. So let me pull up a commercial real quick of Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato.
I want to see Toy Story 5. How they deal with that in Toy Story 5.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. I want to see the hard conversation they have to have with the other toys.
All right. Where is... There's a lot of songs that... I need Mr. Potato Head commercial. Okay. So let me get this going. Make sure this is on silent. And let me... Did I get this guy to display here? A lot of moving around. I had a producer last week, but I had to fire him.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and play this commercial. This is an old Mr. Potato Head commercial. Oh, this is like the first one.
Boy, what's new, Hasbro? Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head with their own cars and trailers. That's what's new.
Whoa! The original Mr. Potato Heads
That's
were
terrifying.
terrifying because we actually talked about this on the Alan Cox show yesterday. Was Mr. Potato Head is like originally it was just stuff you stuck on a regular potato. So those are regular potatoes that are all lumpy and gross, and they are just shoving crap on there.
Oh my goodness.
I don't like that one bit.
Not for a second.
Imagine giving this to your child.
Well, that just meant you were poor. So here's a potato.
Like, imagine they're like, "Hey, I have a toy for you," and you just hand them a bunch of like
Stuff to stick into
disembodied
a potato.
parts of a body, and go, "Now stick this in a potato," and you'll have so much fun.
Oh my
But
gosh.
because the bar for fun was so low back then that people were like, "Okay, this is
Yeah.
fun."
We're gonna go with it.
Yeah. All right.
We're gonna stick things into this potato.
A car and boat trailer.
Do you think
There's
the
a car and
like
shopping trailer for his wife, Mrs. Potato Head. It's fun to do and so easy. Like this. Take any fruit or vegetable. Just stick in eyes, then ears, and then the mouth. You can make the funniest looking people in the whole world. Potato Head people look different every time you make them. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head with cars and trailers come in $1 and $2 sizes.
Hasbro makes great toys. It's fun to play with Hasbro.
Man, imagine that. That's what you were paid to say.
I know.
Like you are a toy designer, and you came up with, what can we have this little kid say at the end of the commercial?
Right.
Sometimes these toys are okay. No, that's not good.
That's not good enough.
Yeah. How about Hasbro toys are fun, but so are other toys.
That's right.
So share the wealth.
The lack of these was responsible for a giant famine. That really hurt and destroyed a lot of lives.
But now you're using it as a toy.
I know. Now we're playing with them.
Now you're wasting it.
That's right.
There's someone that would have lived a fuller life.
That's right.
If they could just have this potato.
They could make this potato last for 48 days.
And you're sticking just dirty pieces of plastic into
with your
it.
filthy hands.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's wonderful. All right, let's go through some of these other commercials. All right. Wait, hold on. Nope, wrong way. See, this is a little bit tricky. There we go. All right, now we're picture in picture. This is already terrifying.
Hey, Mr. Potato Head! What do you got for us?
2 new Mr. Potato Head toys,
Donald, stop! Those are the clowns!
each with Mr. Potato Head. Take all the parts and put them together.
Where do the noses go?
Where noses belong.
Forget photos! Donald's almost Donald! Shut your mouth. Mr. Potato Head, where's your other ear?
It's over here. Mr. Potato Head toys from Hasbro.
See, I didn't like that one.
I didn't like that one.
I was offended by that one.
You're offended? Why?
Because like you just bought a broken doll. Like, why don't you just get a Donald Duck doll?
Yeah, this is the self-checkout of toys.
Right.
It's like, put it together yourself. But also, I love Lego, so...
Well, right, but I mean, that's Lego. The charm in Lego is assembling the thing into a thing, and you can like make cities.
And it
like,
takes a while, and there's imagination to have with it. This one's like, where the nose goes is where noses fucking go.
Right.
I'm Mr. Potato Head, and if you disobey me, there will be consequences.
I'm gonna show up and scare you.
Yeah, right. This mascot is definitely way off base.
Yeah.
Like having this show up. Like, look, this one right here.
I wouldn't go to a car wash if that thing was pointing me towards one.
It's crazy that this is stuck around for as long as it has because this is so terrifying.
Yeah, it's horrible.
3 new potato pals. Mr. Potato Bird, Mr. Potato Fish, and Mr. Potato Bug. That's a funny potato bug.
I'm putting the antenna on it.
That's a nice potato fish.
It's got a yellowtail.
I like your potato bird.
The wings are purple.
Let's see them.
Mr. Potato Bird. Mr. Potato Bug. Mr. Potato Fish.
Mr. Potato Head and his pals.
Is it just me, or did people seem stupider back then?
They were much stupider back then.
There's so many.
And I love like when we get, it's like, oh, when I was a kid, we were able to have fun with nothing.
Right.
Kids need. It's like, no, we just figured it out. Like we were able to have real fun.
Right.
With real things.
Let's find where he looks like the right potato head. All right. This feels like a lot of just kids meal stuff.
To the first potato ever in the Burger King Kids Club.
I'm really moved. Now, kids, you got your rices, your reds, and the most popular, your Mr. Potato Heads.
Mr. Potato Head's back at the place with tasty fries. Burger King. 5 new toys like the fry jumper.
Burger King's fries are trash. And they always have been. They've never been good.
No.
I just want the Mr. Potato Head in the bucket of parts. What is this, a plush Mr. Potato Head?
Do you remember what I wanted as when I was a kid? The only time I was ever really excited about like the little toys in the kids meals was McDonald's had like this promo where they had like Inspector Gadget. Mm-hmm. The movie was coming out, and each time you got like a kids meal, you got like a little piece of Inspector Gadget.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you kept like getting kids meal, you'd be able to like assemble this Inspector Gadget doll that like came apart and had all these gadgets. It was cool. That was the only time I was ever like really excited about those.
That's that's kind of fun because it is like the collecting thing. Where
Yeah.
you get, but then it's brilliant marketing on their part too. What's up, Kev? Thanks for watching. We got a couple live viewers in the chat now.
Hello.
So thank you for watching. These are terrifying potato head creations, and I don't like them. I don't like them. But what I want to so now it's just Potato Head. It's not Mr. Potato Head or
Right.
Mrs. Potato Head. They're getting rid of genders. So I think we should steal their original model where you just give parts and you go, all right, we're going to lean into the gendered part of fruits and vegetables and flowers and stuff like that. And like, here's Mr. Banana and he looks like a dick.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's Mrs. Lotus Flower.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
vagina.
Right. Here's
Yeah.
Mrs. Venus Flytrap.
Here is the zucchini bro.
Yeah, Mr. Cactus.
I think they can't all be Mr. So I think you got to switch it up.
I said
Mr.
Mrs. I said Mrs. Mrs.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. But I mean,
Right.
like she's got to be like the cactus bitch or that's a cactus.
Right.
Yeah, cactus dude.
The Cactus Dude.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
then it's got like a Texas theme to it. Like,
Okay,
yeah,
I
dude,
get it.
Dude, cactus ranch, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So there's different ways you can go with it. But the important thing is that kids know about dicks and pussies.
Right.
That's what it says in the Bible.
That is what it says in the Bible. It says that exact thing you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids, you need to go forth and teach your kids about dicks and pussies.
And that you can't switch them around.
No.
Yeah. And even sometimes God makes mistakes, puts two on one body.
Unless you're a Mr. Potato person. And then you could just remove your
yeah, it does.
See, and that's
That's what they should do is add vaginas and penises
vaginas and penises and
to Mr.
like
to
maybe like
Mr.
a
Mrs.
combination.
Potato person.
maybe
Yeah.
like a combination of both.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you ever see an anime like that where it's you never seen that?
No.
Oh, well, I guess I've browsed more pornography than
Oh,
you.
I guess
I guess
so.
I'm winning pornography.
I guess so.
But it's like a dick, but then also underneath the dick is a vagina. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Japanese people are very creative.
They are very
They're
creative.
so
I'm a
creative.
fan of the
Yeah.
the
Doesn't sound like it
No.
because you didn't even know about this.
No, I didn't.
You
No.
didn't know about it.
I didn't. I'm excited. I'm gonna go look at it. Send me a link.
I will. Maybe. I don't really like sending people pornography.
Oh, okay.
Because part of the fun is finding it on your own.
All right.
Like it's the climb, right?
Yeah, I guess
Don't you
that's
think
what
so?
the Miley Cyrus song. is
Yeah,
about.
that's what it's all about. But don't you agree that like pornography, like if I see a video that I'm like right off the bat, I'm like, I kind of want to wait and come back to this.
Have you ever like tried to
Like first click jerk off, that's terrible.
Yeah, I don't do that. I definitely do like a search, kind of like how I do with like Netflix. Like
Yeah.
I'll spend more time looking for
Yeah.
something that I actually do
Like I
masturbating
said,
to.
it's the climb, it's the build up,
Right.
it's the anticipation of finding something so good that you're like, this deserves my cum.
Have you ever tried to like find one that's like like a porn you watched like back in like 2012?
Oh, that's my favorite thing.
And you're just like, where did I find that?
Where
I
did I
remember
find it?
having
What
a
did I
good
search
time.
for?
I remember having a good
yeah.
time watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I ejaculated my penis really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's very descriptive.
Yeah.
Kev says that Burger King fries used to be good in the early 90s, and he might be right, but we also, I feel like any French fry when we were that age were
good.
pretty fucking good.
I remember eating like pudding when I was a kid, like snack packs, and thinking like, oh my god, this is
the height of
this is the apex.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't get better than that.
But I remember when they got bad though, and I think he was right. I think they were good in like the early 90s, late 80s. They were okay, but then when they switched, they like made a big deal of switching to like this like reconstructed French fry where it was like crunchier, but it was like mashed potatoes on the inside. It was really disturbing.
That's disgusting. Yeah.
I really didn't like those French fries, but McDonald's
Why
are the
would
best.
Why would Mr. Potato Head agree to like be a part of that promo? He's just like, how do I know that you're not up to something?
Yeah, how do you know? Am I gonna become a French fry?
Yeah. Like, what are you doing here? You gonna feed me to kids?
Well, he's the equivalent of like self-hating Jew or like just those people that will turn on their people.
Oh, okay.
So he's
okay.
he's trying to get in good with the farmers. So like,
So
I
he's
know where
just
all the
like-
potatoes are hiding.
Right.
I'll gain their trust, and
He's like,
I'll
"I'm
lead
gonna
them
bring
to you.
I'm going to bring them to you.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
fuck Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, and his bucket.
Man, though, I can't get the image out of the original Mr. Potato Heads out of my head. It's going to give me nightmares.
I know. I'm like sitting here thinking about it. I haven't stopped thinking about it, if I'm going to be honest with you.
All right, we're going to play a little clip from me and Sam together just to kind of wipe the slate clean.
So we can move on.
And then AJ and I will be back in just a few minutes. This is about a 13-minute clip here. So we'll be right back. I'm going to do the crust is off. Hey, everybody. So we just got back from dinner with my parents, which was very, very nice. A little birthday dinner with my
Parentals.
Yep, and it was a good time.
It was nice.
They're so enjoyable
When we're not talking about anything.
when we're just talking about simple things. So I gotta just remember that part of it, and then I will continue to enjoy them. And then we're gonna have some wine.
I just mouthwash, so this does not taste good. No, it's like minty grapes.
Minty grape wine. Yum, yum, yum. Everybody's favorite.
No.
Did you like the way the waitress opened the bottle of wine?
Like, there are certain things that I'm just like, really?
I don't even notice. I also don't. Just bring the wine. You can be opening it while you're walking to the table. You don't gotta show me the label. Just put it in.
They have to show you the label.
I know.
There's a whole thing.
I know. I like that you made them skip the whole swish it around and go, oh, yo, that's a good wine.
And like she told me that she likes this wine, so I'm like, all right, sweet. Like whatever. You work here, you probably. But don't. She was holding the bottle, like on her chest to like. I wish I didn't open this yet. To like
tit leverage.
No, like first of all, don't do that.
You squash it between the tits.
Don't do that
and then you twist
regularly.
it.
But like, I don't know how often you wash your clothes.
Well, it's just a bottle.
Yeah, but it comes out of there and it touches that, and then it goes in my cup and into my body.
Well, did she have this part against her chest?
The whole, yeah.
The whole thing was?
It was the whole bot. She was like doing this.
All right.
Nobody's got time for that, lady. I would rather done it myself.
Well, we didn't drink straight from the bottle. We poured it into the glass, so I feel like we're okay. But if we get sick and die, we can sue them.
We'll be dead.
But our friends and family can sue them.
But the wine was really good.
It was very good
I was
wine.
very happy about that. But like, just if you can't do it like that, just set it on the table and do this.
All right, write my Tinder profile.
Oh God, Tinder. Oh.
Yeah, we said we're gonna rate dating profiles for each other.
Okay, I haven't thought about it yet. You go first.
I'm gonna write yours.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't care about all the regular bullshit that other people like, but I love fish. Not the food, the band with the PH. And also, my PH might be a little funky, like my taste in music. Why am I on this app? I don't know. Get fucked.
I like to get fucked for. That's pretty good.
That's pretty accurate. I close strong.
What did you say earlier? Mayonnaise enthusiast, lobster. What did you say?
Mayonnaise. I thought I said lobster enthusiast. Mayonnaise
fanatic.
Fanatic, yes. Mayonnaise fanatic. Lobster enthusiast.
That's it. That's just all.
That's my whole profile.
I'm not the guy to ask. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what like.
You've never been on any dating apps
Ever? No.
I think we should set one up for you. Just
For what?
For entertainment value.
Oh dear God.
It'd be funny.
For who?
For me to see how mad you get. I don't know why you haven't realized. One of my favorite things is when you are
mad.
Mad-ish. Not like real mad. I don't like you to see you really upset or really angry because that's quiet and that's
terrifying for
and
everyone.
scary. But when you're annoyed by something and like some bro sends you some message and you're like, what the fuck? Why is this guy sending me? Oh, hilarious.
I mean, I guess it is kind of fun. Yeah, you're right. We could do that.
Okay.
But
I think we should. I think it'd be a good bit for the show.
It has to be Tinder though, right?
It can be whatever you want. Tinder or Bumbles.
Isn't the Bumblebee one where like I have to say yes to the bro?
You have to send the first message.
Then I don't want to do that. I just want these fucking chuds to send me the gross shit that they have to say,
okay,
so I can make fun of them publicly.
Then Tinder it is.
All right, what gross picture is my picture? Like,
I have just the picture.
don't you dare!
The birthday picture.
No! I knew it! No!
Why not?
Who's gonna want to talk to that?
Oh, you know how guys are.
Oh.
Guys are going to want to talk to that.
Okay, well, if that's my picture, then my profile has to say something along the lines of fresh out of a breakup, cocaine bender, here I am, what you want. Like, something like that.
Okay, get fucked. Get fucked is pretty
Or just,
on par for you.
or just get fucked.
Or just get fucked. Just that?
That's it.
That's it. No, that makes sense. To your Tinder profile.
Dear Lord. Can you be in charge of it? Because I don't want that.
I will set it up, and I will save all the people that swipe right on you, and then we will go through it on the show.
Oh, no.
So we'll make it a bit on the show. I'm very excited about this.
Okay, here's the other thing. Like, people that aren't listening to this and that know me and know you, they're gonna send you?
Well, then they're gonna be like, oh, and you'll be like, well, listen to the Bill Squire Show, you dummy. We've been telling you to listen for a long time, and that way you know what's going on in our lives.
I'm just excited for the first of your friends to tell you that I'm on Tinder.
It's not gonna be my friends. It's gonna be customers.
Ooh, that's even better.
So it's gonna be customers being like, hey, does Bill know his girlfriend's on on Twitter? Or not Twitter.
I am on Instagram. Thanks. Fuck Twitter.
What's it called?
Twinder.
Tinder. Does Bill know his girlfriend's on Tinder telling guys to get fucked?
He does now.
Yeah, I'm aware. I control it.
Okay. All right, Mr. God Complex over there.
I am the maestro.
Not in charge. Nope.
So in charge.
Taking it back.
You probably can't even download the app on your phone. So.
No, and like the fuck do I want to do that for?
Right. So that's why you're not going to do it. I'm going to set it up, and I will show you the matchers.
You have all of the information. You could just do that.
I know. It's going to be very fun, and I'm very excited about it. It's going to be very funny. So that's good. What do you think about 3D printed meat?
I'm sorry, what?
3D printed meat.
What kind of printer do they use?
A meat printer.
What is it?
So here, let me explain to you what it really is. So it is plant-based meat that so closely resembles meat because they transform the proteins into almost steak-like proteins that they can print a sirloin steak or a ribeye steak and then serve it, and it tastes and cooks like flesh.
No.
You wouldn't eat that. It's more sustainable for our planet.
I'm not saying I wouldn't eat that. That wasn't the question.
Okay. Come get me, coppers.
I don't... This whole...
So it's very sustainable. It is...
You don't have to sell me on sustainability. I'm already all for that in every direction that goes. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the biggest part of this.
But why does it have to be so... Why does it have to be like meat so much? Why can't it just be like this thing? What kind of fucking science molecules are your steroid shit are you stabbing into this to make the protein molecules do?
It's plant-based.
What's happening?
It's basically they're using enzymes to transform plants that cows would eat and create muscle tissue.
This sounds like the beginning of the... What's that movie? Where the plants take over and they kill all the people? Or that
The Happening?
Yeah, or the episode of the X-Files where the plants eat people?
Okay.
That's
I think that one was called Little Shop of Horrors.
Was it?
No.
You don't watch the X-Files?
I've watched some of the X-Files. I don't didn't get into it.
I love the X-Files.
I know.
I like the weird shit. Give me that weird shit.
I never thought it was that weird. I thought it was mostly boring.
There is one episode that I will refuse to watch every time it comes on.
That's the only one I want to watch then.
Well, it's called Home. I'm pretty sure it's either season 4 or episode 4 of a season, and it is terrifying.
And if there is background noise on this, it's because it's very windy outside, and my window is a little messed up in here, so you're getting a little bit of a whistling and a thistling. As Poundcake likes to say when his butt's about to poop.
I don't. As opposed to where? Where else?
Good point. Good point. So
I don't want to eat something that comes out of a printer.
But we eat so much stuff that's factory processed. To me, it's the same as eating processed food. But it can be cleaner and it can be... Like, the idea of it, I get the weirdness of, like, tissue that is created in that way.
I'm just imagining, like, my mom printing out some stupid thing that she found and then, like, a cheeseburger.
Yeah. That'd be great.
No.
Well, it's just the proteins and stuff, and go, oh, we're gonna have this turned into.
I need a scientist to explain this to me.
You're never gonna have it, the meat printer in your home. You're gonna go to the store and buy 3D printed meat. Well, maybe you will at some point, but you gotta.
God, I have a hot tub and a large backyard.
That's what you want. Mm-hmm. That's what we're working towards. Whistling and a thistling. On your butt where you poop.
Oh, don't look at me like that.
I'm allowed to look at you that way.
No,
you're my girlfriend.
You're looking at me with those eyes.
I understand. Anything else you want to talk about? I just want to do a quick little thing.
Let's go do a quick other thing.
All right. We're going to go do a quick other thing. By that I mean eat ice cream.
Absolutely.
Or pussy. You don't wear panties to dinner.
With your parents.
She didn't tell me till afterwards, which I appreciate. Everybody should listen to this podcast except for my parents. Although we had a wonderful time at dinner. It was very pleasant.
That was nice. I like your parents.
I like my parents too, but I just don't like...
I like that they don't ask me a lot of questions about things.
That. Yeah, they don't. They're just like, oh, here's this lady. Anyway, we have to tell you all these weird stories.
Please tell me all the weird things, because I don't... like. What do I have to say about myself? Like,
my mom's just like, what's a ghost kitchen? Are they new?
No, it's fucking old news lady.
She's very fascinated by the idea of a ghost kitchen.
I mean...
Because she never heard of it before, so...
Nobody hears about ghosts.
Sounds like there's ghosts in here right now. All right. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of this live episode. I think John Bruton and I will be back talking about some bullshit. Is the baby going to be on it? No, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know because we're recording this before that episode, so who knows?
Who knows?
All right.
Buy
merchandise. Buy merchandise.
Oh, buy. That's what I meant.
BUY merchandise. Link is in the bio of my Instagram and Twitter. Mm-hmm. And there's good stuff. And to all the people that have bought stuff, I appreciate it. And the store's actually doing pretty well.
Yay.
You can't quit your job yet, but it's getting there. And then
whatever,
also,
I'm still going to work in my ghost kitchen.
We're monetized now on Instagram. Not Instagram, YouTube. So we can make $1 or $2 there, too.
Woo!
So things are looking up.
And what direction do people have to swipe? Right or left?
On Tinder?
Yeah.
Right. To match with you. And then say weird things. And then we'll read it here on the show.
Oh, man.
Microphones. Yeah, we're back. So yeah, listen to past Bill tell you to buy microphones. Not microphones. What? Buy merchandise. Hold on. I gotta put this on sound. Okay. All right. Yeah, people like that sound.
Yeah.
That's their favorite. Like you're trying to connect to the internet in the 90s. So what do you think of the 3D printed meat?
I want nothing to do with it.
You want nothing to do with it?
I want nothing to do with it.
I'm for it.
I like eating something that I know suffered.
So you have almost the same take that I have on homeless people.
Yeah.
But for meat.
But for
the suffering is what gives you the flavor.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my God, I know that this thing lived for me.
I just think the technology is so amazing that they're able to they're creating like flesh like with fat and
that's so like
meat, like muscle tissue to a point where it will taste like you're in like eating a steak.
I see. I don't know. Like one. Okay, so when I eat something, like when I eat like a piece of flesh,
yes,
right? Like it's crazy to me that something died, so I can eat this.
Right.
Right. Like
So you're happy about the
no,
thing dying?
it's not that I'm happy about it. It's just I know where it came from.
But you know where this, because they're taking organic material and it's all organic the whole time.
Right. Well, right. Okay. So something
They're just-
still has to die. Right.
Yeah, but plants.
Right. But wait, hold on. So I'm confused to the process of how this works.
All right, from what I understand,
Okay.
it is similar to, they're basically using the same enzymes that in growth procedures that you use to take plant proteins and transform them into muscle tissue.
So it's a veggie burger.
No, because it's becoming muscle tissue, and they're basically turning.
That is so fucking weird.
I didn't say it's not weird.
eat that.
It's so weird. But
It's so weird. Like
it's very weird.
I mean, think about the other amazing things you can do with that besides like make a fucking burger with it.
Oh, that's going to happen too, where it's
Right.
going, like you're going to have people's flesh and stuff like that is going to be. I've said flesh so much on this episode, but they're going to be able to like 3D print skin and stuff like that because of this technology.
That I'm kind of more on board. I don't know if
and
I
then
want to
you
eat
can
it.
eat human skin.
That's what I've always wanted.
It's the dream,
Oh man.
right?
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so I guess you don't have
I
to.
mean,
like,
it's
graft.
basically cloning,
It is. It's kind of and you don't have to graft. Like you can make like a new liver
right?
with this technology.
Yeah,
And like, why are we eating
because
things with
because
it?
the things that drive technology and human culture
Are our appetites.
are food and sex.
Right.
So there'll also be a very realistic
Okay.
pocket pussy coming soon.
Right, and I'm just like, I don't
a
want
3D printed pocket pussy.
I don't want to fuck that thing either.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, I want to fuck it too. Fucking then you can eat it, or you can eat it and then you fuck it.
oh
You
my
know.
god,
That's why you're single.
this is now you see me do stand up
Yeah.
100 times.
Yeah, you're very dark.
I can get this is grossing me out.
Yeah.
Like this is making me uncomfortable.
Oh, that makes me very happy that I've
Oh man.
been able to.
Oh. Like I'm just like
put that
imagining
on
you
you.
like throwing like a 3D pocket pussy into like a stew. You're gonna make
I
this-
washed it, and then the cum cooks out.
That's
Don't
right.
worry.
You're having like a fancy dinner party. It's like, oh, what are we
This
having?
is so tender.
And I
How'd
was
you
like,
get this so
oh
tender?
my god, this pussy is so good. Where did you
Family
get this
secret.
from? 3D printed it.
3D printed pussy, and then I had sex with it.
And then I think about-
used it for dinner.
And then I think about all the food crisis that have happened like in the past. And we're just kind of like being willy-nilly with science right now.
No, we're
I feel
using
like-
the science to feed people.
No, I
Eventually,
feel-
we're gonna be able to feed people using this
I
technology.
feel like Jeff Goldblum right now, where he's just like, like we spent all this time thinking about all the ways we could. We didn't stop to think whether or not we should.
But I think we should because it's more sustainable too.
Right, but then what happens to the animal? Like the only reason why cows exist is so we can kill them and eat them.
We still use them for cheese and shit.
Bro, no, I know, but the only
we
reason
don't
why
have
they
to.
exist.
But we don't have to have them in the mass numbers that is not healthy for them.
No,
so we
I
can
get
still
it.
have steak, like real meat and all that.
I am
But you
coming
don't-
off
we don't-
very anti-animal here.
But you don't have to have it at the level where we're doing this factory farming that is not sustainable and not healthy.
I
And
understand
it's even bad
that.
for humans because the people that have to work in those factories are treated poorly.
Right, but at some point they're going to be like, "Oh, we don't even need farms." Because we can do that. You can make cheese. Like if you can make a filet mignon,
But you still need the basics of it to come from
animal.
not animal, but plants.
No,
'Cause it's
I-
all plant based.
No, follow me here just for 1 second. Okay, so we can make all this meat. We can make a New York strip.
Yeah.
We can make a vagina.
Yeah.
At some point, it's just like, why do we even have farms?
Well, at some point that might be a question, but I don't think we're anywhere near that
No,
point.
we're not.
But
And that's the thing. It's just like, have you seen Jurassic Park?
yeah,
they were just like-
I'll eat a dinosaur.
Right.
A 3D printed dinosaur, I'll eat the
That's
fuck
like
out of
the
that.
next step.
Yeah,
like it's just like
that's
we're gonna.
what lets them know that we are absolutely at the top of the food chain is that we can print you.
It's like, well, no, it's essentially what puts us at the top of the food chain is we look at a cow and say we can kill you to eat you, but we choose not to.
But we choose not to, yeah.
We choose not to.
Which
and then what
shows
happens
that
to the cow?
It grows old and happy with its family.
No, and I'm happy for the cow and its family. I know it makes it seem like I'm coming off very anti-meat and anti-animal right now.
It seems, but that's conflicting because you're anti-animal, but you're also anti-meat.
No, I'm pro-animal,
You're pro-meat.
and
Pro-meat.
I'm not pro-meat. I
and
understand.
you're pro-farming.
I understand why somebody would go vegan.
You're right.
I was a vegetarian for a year, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just looking at this, and I'm just like, what's the future look like outside of the fact that like, oh, we can do it?
Yeah. Because again, the sustainability of it.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I mean,
For how populous things are and how
we could create food.
we can create food and
out of no food,
and it can be done in a more ethical way because factory farming is so
it's bad,
treacherous.
It is. It's horrible.
So,
I've seen those videos,
and that's what it comes down to, I think. But also, it is weird. I'm not gonna say it's not weird.
Yeah,
it's absolutely
it's
weird.
really weird.
I like wrapping my head around it makes me like it's one of those things where it's more important that I don't see how that
the 3D
printed steak is made versus because I can like wrap my head around the slaughtered animal.
I would rather
wrap my head around how they're creating this flesh.
If you presented two steaks to me right now, you told me one of them was 3D printed and the other one was slaughtered by a butcher.
Yeah.
Okay. You presented those two steaks to me. And you had to ask me, okay, now you have to watch them both be made.
Right.
I think I'm still going to opt for the one that got slaughtered by the butcher. And I don't want to watch that either.
Monster.
I don't want to watch that.
No, I don't want to watch
And like,
either.
why is that the first step? Like, why aren't we creating a pancreas?
No, they're doing that stuff too.
Right, but like, why is this the thing? It's just like, hey, you get a nice...
But that's also...
You get a porterhouse.
But creating a pancreas, there's a lot more to creating an organ. There's compatibility issues and things like that go into it that are much more technically advanced than just creating basic...
Right, but my side of the thing is how much harder can it be? You're already making...
But because that's a functioning... These steaks aren't functioning.
Right, but when it's out of a body, it's not functioning.
Right, but you have to make it compatible so that it will function with that
right,
human.
And
each human is different, and you have to...
If you're using all the enzymes to create one of these steaks or a piece of chicken... Like, why?
But I'm saying they can create the materials of it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it will work in a functioning manner because there's nerve endings and things that have to cooperate to make it function.
Right, because some people get like a liver transplant and the body rejects the liver.
It,
right. But what I'm saying is just like the difference between a liver that will function and somebody who's, I don't know, who has an A negative blood type.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't know. I don't have the actual science to back that, but just hear me out for a second.
Okay.
How much different could a liver be that functions for somebody who is A negative versus a liver that functions for somebody who has a different blood type versus a piece of meat and a piece of chicken that you can both create? Again,
I think it just comes down to the complexity of the material that you're trying to make. I think a piece of chicken breast or it's not really a chicken breast, it's just similar to a chicken breast. You're just going for consistency, flavor, things like that. The functionality of it is what makes it more difficult to create. And again, they are trying to do this, but it's also a lot more work.
I just want to see them finally be able to replace the ball I lost.
I don't think you need it. I think we should take the other one. Just, for good measure. And we'll put some 3D printed. I
disagree.
You can. All right.
I want to keep it.
Do you want to relieve some stress now?
Yeah, let's relieve some stress.
All right, let's talk about some ways to. First of all, I wish my dad's pretty he's a Trump guy. He believes Antifa's behind everything. I wish I had that excuse when I was a kid. So anytime I got in trouble, I could just blame Antifa and be like, why are your grades so bad? My teacher's in Antifa, Dad. It's like, oh, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking, you're stupid.
Why are you
teacher.
drunk? And like, oh, I went to a party and Antifa was there and they forced us all to get drunk.
If they made us all, it's just like, why were you killing all those animals in the woods? Antifa made me do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, who crashed my car? Antifa.
Antifa did it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that.
Why do you pull your pants down to your knees when you urinate?
Antifa.
Antifa
did it. Yeah. But you always see these articles about stress relief. And like, oh, it's important what you put in your body. Make sure you're eating healthy things. Make sure you get exercise, blah, blah, blah. And it started me on this path of thinking of how I was not stressed as a child and the dumb shit that I would do that would just be like, yeah, that felt good.